Mini-episode 1080 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to the FDH Lounge spoiler-free review of Yellowstone Season 1. This is FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our top 5 points of interest for this season. Number 5, it's the first attempt at producing a prestige drama by the Paramount Network, previously known as Spike and TNN. Yellowstone revolves around the Dutton family, owners of a billion-dollar ranch in Montana, the largest contiguous one in the United States. Family patriarch John Dutton, portrayed by Kevin Costner, is an intense figure battling health issues who is obsessed with passing on the property fully intact to his family. His chief adversaries are billionaire developer Dan Jenkins, who is intent on bringing the modern world to Dutton's rural doorstep, and tribal chief Thomas Rainwater, who engages in occasionally fatal border skirmishes with the Duttons. The chief also aspires to build a casino on Dutton's doorstep, a goal that becomes much more feasible once he joins forces with Jenkins. Meanwhile, political, regulatory, and financial forces swirl around the landscape, proving an explosive mix. Number 4, Dutton's adult children, who include a lawyer, a financial titan, and the black sheep former Navy SEAL who left the family behind, all are afflicted with daddy issues, and their quests to find meaning in their lives both help and hurt their father's cause at various times. All of the offspring are scarred by the premature passing of their mother, and the most damaged among them feels personally responsible. John Dutton feels the sting of the loss himself all these years later, even as he attempts to move on in the form of an affair with the comely female governor of Montana. The complicated dynamics within the family are among the most fascinating on the entire program. Number 3, while the twists and turns are excellent, and a very talented cast animates these characters, there's one choice in terms of either the casting or the character direction that is jarring, specifically Kevin Costner as John Dutton. The character's two main enemies are portrayed by outstanding character actors who are very skilled at playing bad guys. So that means that Costner's playing a good guy, right? Nope. He's a bully who often utilizes the tactics of a crime boss and has been for the most part a poor father, so he's not somebody you're inclined to root for, which means that, with the possible exception of one of his whiny kids who finally decides to stop being his father's lapdog, there's nobody to root for. It's clear that this tack is one that the network, in its search for a tentpole prestige drama, chose so that critics couldn't seize upon a good versus evil angle to portray the show as little more than a modern-day Dallas because of all of the soap opera aspects of Yellowstone. Having acknowledged that, the show's creators still could have injected complexity without making Costner's character into an unrepentant jerk. Number 2, it's a show where several different worlds overlap and often clash, from lucrative ranching to big money development to law enforcement and the court system to the halls of political power to the often bleak features of life on a tribal reservation. The canvas is sprawling between these disparate landscapes, and the points of conflict just keep coming and coming. Number 1, whatever its shortcomings in terms of mixing in sympathetic characters, Yellowstone is still an excellent early effort by Paramount on the drama side, and a legitimately entertaining and compelling show. It's not perfect, but it can improve in its weaker areas, and it's already strong in its ability to deliver surprising twists and turns. Yellowstone certainly deserved to be renewed for a second season, and if it manages what many shows have, namely taking a big step forward in its second year, then it can become one of the best shows on TV today. Thank you for tuning into this mini-episode of the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Club, Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the periodic table of elements.